Next on Eyewitness News, why thousands of San Francisco's working poor will soon be getting a raise. Our top story this evening, San Francisco's working poor just got a raise. The Board of Supervisors voted tonight to adopt the controversial living wage plan. Lance Evans is in our newsroom to explain. Lance?
Well, Dana, it took 2 years to get here, and what was voted on was a compromise, but now 20,000 people will find San Francisco more livable. The most extensive local ordinance for a living wage ever passed in the nation means home care workers under the public authority will get long-awaited benefits.
This is the first time in for me, for 20 years of getting a vacation, a paid vacation and sick leave.
The living wage will also raise the salaries for those home care workers and anyone working under city service contracts and those who have city leases, such as airport businesses and the port.
When people have been earning $6, $7 an hour, living in homeless shelters while working full-time on city contracts, we've had a real serious crisis.
So the benefits, salaries will go up to $9 an hour to start. That will increase to $10 per hour over the next year and a half, with a 2.5% cost of living increase in each of the following 3 years.
This is a hopeful piece of legislation, and that we will, in fact, in the future, expand it.
What was passed was a compromise between living wage advocates who wanted a greater hourly wage and health insurance, and businesses who wanted it stopped altogether. Still, the Chamber of Commerce warns that the challenge now is for the city to come up with the funds to pay for the increased cost to small businesses and nonprofits. Otherwise, they risk service cuts. Now, money to pay for the living wage has already been allocated in the city's new budget. Dana?
All right, Lance Evans, thank you.
Plus, it's getting easier for thousands of Bay Area workers to make ends meet. The news starts now. Good evening, I'm Jessica Aguirre. Dan Ashley is off tonight. It took 2 years of debate, but tonight 20,000 workers in San Francisco are getting a raise, making life a little more livable thanks to a new living wage ordinance. Supervisors agreed to require city service contractors and businesses at SFO to pay workers at least $9 an hour. Now, right now, minimum wage in California is $5.75 an hour. ABC 7's Caroline Yu has been following this story. She joins us live from San Francisco with more. Caroline.
Well, Jessica, there are 120,000 low-wage employees in the city of San Francisco. That's anyone making less than $11 an hour. Now, while this ordinance won't move anyone out of the low-wage category, it will improve the quality of life for thousands.
Security guard Willie Williams and his family are moving into a new place today, a place he never thought he could afford until last month when he was told he'd be getting a raise.
We make enough living to keep a roof over our head where we don't have to worry about going back to where we just come to, because that was devastating.
Until this evening, the Williams family was living in this San Francisco shelter. Willie Williams and his wife Myrna worked for a security company which has a contract with the San Francisco Department of Human Services. They were each making $6.80 an hour, but the company gave them a raise in anticipation of a living wage ordinance.
It's been really hard, really hard. I mean, before the living wages even kicked in, we were barely making it.
To help workers like the Williams, tonight, San Francisco supervisors passed a living wage ordinance. The ordinance requires city service contractors and businesses at SFO to pay employees a minimum of $9 an hour and provide 12 paid days for vacation and sick leave. And in the next 12 to 18 months, the wage will increase to $10 an hour.
We've got a situation here where we've had people working on city service contracts, living in homeless shelters, can't get by. Now people are going to earn. It's not a great life, but it's enough to, it's a huge step forward, really, for thousands of workers.
For many, the raise may not seem like much, but the Williams family says it's changed their lives.
As things stand right now, I'm thanking God every moment of the day because I finally got a place of my own again.
Now, a second ordinance is in the works which would require contractors to pay an additional $1.25 an hour for health benefits. This proposal would bring an estimated 20,000 of the city's 130,000 uninsured workers and give them health benefits. Reporting live in San Francisco, Caroline Yu, ABC 7 News.
It's good to see that family in their own home. Thank you very much, Caroline.